Hey guys, it's been a while. I'll kind of sum up the gist of what's been going on, but the main thing I really want to talk about is something I just watched, and it's kind of serious. I was watching Markiplier. I'm pretty sure maybe you guys heard of him. He's very famous on YouTube, has almost like 9 million subscribers, and he has a good point and he has a good idea that he wants to do, and it makes sense. I feel like personally, with my own philosophy, that we, more or less me, and a lot of other people, I feel like a lot of people were asleep. Like if that makes sense, like spiritually sleep, like in a deep slumber, and we were just moving around unaware of so many things. And I feel like for some reason lately, maybe I want to say it's just me personally, but for some reason I feel like some everyone woke up. Like I've started to hear how people are talking now, and it sounds weird, like really weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. That's just a personal weird thing that I've started to notice. But it feels like people want change, but they don't know how to go about it, and they're looking for a leader. Well, I mean, it makes sense, but what's Markiplier's idea is basically helping communities, like coming all together and actually doing something for a cause. And I know millions of little things that people try to do, charity work, all this stuff, but I'm talking about globally, like everybody involved, like everybody and anybody, family, friends, people you don't know, everybody doing something. And I'm starting to see that that's also Markiplier's idea. And I think a lot of other people are starting to hint that, but they feel lost. But they forget that we, the people on this planet, do those things. Like, we don't have to sit on the computer, text all the time. I know we have our personal lives, but we can do it. Like, we don't have to do, like, weird things. Like, I mean, I know, if we didn't do a lot of, like, stuff like, you know, uh, convenience stores and all that stuff, if we didn't do a lot of, we wouldn't get product basically. And I feel like we should take the time as if we did like a national, whatever thing. It should be a global thing. It's gonna be kind of hard seeing how different countries don't have different beliefs and stuff. But I feel like we could do it. Like I know I may not be a popular YouTuber or any of that, but just as anyone else on this earth, everyone has a view and they want something done. And I feel like now we are slowly understanding things. I know I am for sure. I'm about to say like that weird thing I was just talking about like it feels like everyone just woke up because I've started to notice how people are talking. I don't know. Maybe you'll notice it too. If you actually listen to people's conversation, it doesn't sound normal anymore, like what you would think is normal. I don't know. Pay attention. You'll hear it. I know I've heard it multiple times. I even opened up YouTube to watch a Markiplier, and then he started talking about it. I was like, what? Is everyone on the same page? I feel like we're on one accord, and that makes it perfect because if we're on the same page, that means it's time. It's time to do something. That means we all have the same idea, and we all are like kind of linking to each other as if we're trying to reach out and be like, hey, we need to do this. Now what? We don't. I mean, that's kind of like while we're trying to have this conversation. And you can either go to Markiplier, comment on his things because that's pretty much uh, what he's also trying to do. You can message me. I'll make sure I check all my messages on YouTube, and heck, you can even go to the fan page on Facebook. It's gonna be under Corey Lingo. You can even message there. I feel like something's good is gonna happen, and we all need to come together and do it. And I know a lot of people get lazy. I know a lot of people are hurt and stuff, but we can help those people. Like we can. We have the ability to do all of that and more. I mean, think about it. we made planes. One, we made really big buildings, and that's just, you got to think about it. When you come together and we make buildings, like no one really notices it, but it's kind of ingenious. When you have a plan and everyone comes together, something happens. We made towns, we made cities. Like, does anyone like? I feel like everyone just ignores those things. Like, yeah, we do them. Hey, Corey, whatever. And I have my own personal life. I gotta take care of my kids and family. You're right. You do, but you're forgetting about the place we live on. I mean, I know there's a lot of like, hippie type stuff. Like, man, protect the the trees and stuff. But it's true. Like, if we were to harm the planet, we will be pretty much harming ourselves in the future. And that's pretty much what we're looking for. Which is also why my band name, or our band name, is called My Future. Another reason. But, yeah, I mean, we can do it. Like, now what we can do, I mean, I started looking up, like, community stuff over here. Like, if on my days off, I'm like, maybe I should just do it. I mean, I know Shia LaBeouf got popular over that Just Do It thing, but now it's really starting to kick. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there's a reawakening type thing, like something in the cosmos. No, in the cosmos. I don't know. It's weird. So strange. Like, I feel like we all, like, maybe I linked up to something Markiplier said. Maybe. Or maybe I'm linking up to other people. I mean, if you believe in that type stuff, maybe you'll understand what I mean. But something is definitely, like, clicking, and I'm not understanding it. Maybe you guys have a better understanding, and hey, if you do, please leave a comment. Maybe you can tell me something I don't know. Besides mean, hateful things. I'm pretty sure that's becoming like common on YouTube and other places now. But no, like, yeah, we could definitely do a lot. Like, I know a lot of people get lazy or they can't afford or anything, but you don't really have to afford anything. Like, any little thing. I could be talking right now, and that's double help, because now that I'm talking, I linked you to Markiplier. Markiplier is linked to like 9 million people, and 9 million people will link out to more people, and we'll literally come together and do something for communities around the world, rather it be the States or, across seas. Not sure if that can happen yet, but if we actually all come together, what can stop us? Really. We are the people who inhabited the planet. What can stop us? Oh, I can't think of anything besides like people who would be against the idea. Maybe government? I'm not sure. I don't know why the government would be against the idea. I don't know. But who knows? I don't know how that all works, but it's an idea that, like, I don't know if the world is going through a depression. I doubt it. Cause okay, another person. Not only was Markiplier linked on it, but Game Grumps were too, because they made the same kind of comment about like the current situation, and it's so weird. You could call it a fluke, but I've been hearing it. I've been hearing it at work. I've been hearing it, if I walked around or longboarded around. I've been hearing it. It's like either they're saying it in a subconscious way, and I'm just reading the heck out of it, or maybe I'm just reading too much into it. I mean, I'm starting to notice that I think a lot now. Before, as you look at my old videos, it don't look like I thought much. That can be very biased. But what I'm saying is, I'm starting to see some sort of change, and I'm thinking, hey, I'm trying to reach out also because I also want to be a part of this, because it's true. Like, we all could die tomorrow or today, sometime today, and it's not that it's sad, because in cases it is, but at least we can do something for the world and the next generation. We really need to take responsibility. Like, I know a lot of people want to, stay in their social life and stay this and stay that, but years later, that needs to, we need to like get out of that comfort zone and actually do something. Like, I feel like everyone gets caught up in their comfort zone. Once it gets shooken up, they're like, oh crap, I got to do something better, but they don't. Or if they do something better, they don't do it big. It's always something minuscule, like, oh, I'm gonna move to another town and start a new family. I mean, it's not that it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying we could do more. Like, why should we settle for small things? And that's also why I got upset with a certain individual, and that's also what made me make a certain song, because they thought my dreams were outrageous. And um yeah, they thought my dreams were outrageous because of how massive I thought my dreams should be. Like, yes, I want to be an artist and a game designer, and yes, I want to be a musician and make music and sing in front of lots of people. But in the end run, I want to help a lot of people. And then the person, was like, I'd rather have a small family and all that stuff, and that's lovely. But what does that do to the world? Like, that isn't. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not look. Also, still not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I personally want to do something, even though I want to do my personal life, like, yeah, I can sing, all that stuff. I also want to do something big. Like, it's not just me doing something big, it's all of us together doing something big together. Like, we could be, like, I've already seen, like, people coming together, and it's, I don't know if they're doing it like a mantra or something, or praying or something, but they literally come from one part of the earth and to another, or I think, and they link up their hands and they like either yell or pray or something, and it's weird, but at the same sense, that's kind of like the idea of us all coming together. I will be going there one day, and that's gonna be amazing. I feel like that's gonna be a really good eye opener, and I want. I feel like we can do that as a race, because I feel like we got into like a pause. Like, we didn't increase. Like, maybe technology increased, but only very little. Like, they're already talking about that 2045 or something like that, where we could turn into like uh what was that, biological creatures, not biological, digital creatures, where we could link our brain to an avatar type thing, and go into that type thing. I mean, it's an idea. Not saying it's a good idea. Not saying it's a bad idea, but it's an idea, because I know that the human body, is pretty much, it has everything. It's just eventually it deteriorates, or it could deteriorate faster. Who knows? But the idea is, we all want to do something, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel it too. Maybe it's not just me. Maybe it could be emotionally driven. I mean, a lot of it is emotionally driven. I mean, that's also what Game Grumps was talking about with the stock market. A lot of it is emotionally driven. Like, if the emotions of people like flared and they got scared, everyone would back out and we would go into another depression. It's true, but I feel like we all linked up together again, and we're all thinking, hey, let's do something different. Let's actually do something. And I don't know. It's just, it's something I'm feeling. It could be still emotional. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. I had the other stories about how long. I can make this into a long one. I might need to grab my charger because this is gonna die soon. But I should be able to finish this within the limit. So I don't want to edit these because these are vlogs. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell the time. It is August 10th, and it is 6:10 p.m. I'm still in Poplar Bluff. Um, God, I can't wait till I see these later on in the future. That's gonna be some weird stuff. Um, Basically lately it's been a lot of mental things. Like, I don't know if, I didn't want to actually post this on a vlog just yet, but I'll tell like my minuscule stuff. Basically, a lot of people suffer from it. It's what is it called? basically the fear of death. And I've been having that very a lot lately, actually. And it's so strange to me because before, and that's why I said I feel like I woke up or something happened, and it hit me. Like before, I could talk about death, I could laugh about death, I could do anything, and I was so, what does it say, the innocent is, I'm sorry, got a message. And they say the innocent is blind or something like that. Was that, there's a phrase, and I'm looking for it, and I know everyone knows it, and they already said it right now. Okay, well, I don't remember it. But that's what I'm getting at. It was like I feel like I was so far into whatever else was going on. When I stepped out, I was like I was really awakened, actually. It wasn't like a, oh, yeah, that's a thing. Wow. It was like, oh my God. It was like life threatening. Like I started going into some weird cycles. Like I know this is weird to talk about, and like I don't want to like freak people out, but like man, it really hit. But I liked it as much as I hated it because as much as I hated it, it brought a truth that really resonated. Like something I really needed to pay attention to. Like if I would have kept just going on my navigation, because I even said that to myself. I was like, I would rather go on and just act, been, null of it, null of the ideas. And I was like, well, that'd be ignorant for one. Ignorant is bliss. That's the word. I mean, that's the phrase. And I thought about it. I was like, why did I say that? I was like, no, I wouldn't, because I asked for, knowledge. I asked to know. I was like, I want to know. Like, I want to know things, and I guess I got that wish, because, oh my God. I mean, it was something simple. I mean, I'm not saying I asked for it, and I got it type stuff. I'm just saying, like, I was craving for knowledge, and boy, did I get something that stuck. And it was so weird how that happened. I don't know. My belief cycle versus a lot of other people's beliefs. And I'm not crushing anybody's belief. I'm saying, in my own opinion, that is what happened personally towards me. Now, you have yours, and I'm okay with that. I'm not saying anyone, has any bad beliefs or anything. That's absurd. We all pretty much believe in something, rather nothing. A lot of people rather, like my friend Chris, he pretty much believes that if you don't know, you don't know. You should know or find out. And I understand that. I never crush that. I'm like, yeah, he has a good point. If I don't know something, I should really strive for it. And that's pretty much what I did. And I got a big rude awakening. And from then, I was pretty much, I felt like I was insane. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people has felt that way. That's why I'm like, I feel comfortable, but I know life shook up my comfort zone and it's saying, hey, let's move. Or maybe it was saying that a long time ago, and it only took till now for me to be like, well, maybe I should be doing something. Because now I'm having that like, what am I doing with my life type thing, and people would call it a midlife crisis, but I'm only 21. I may look really young, but man, I'm like, how can I have a midlife crisis, and I'm only the age of 21? Huh? Now that's what I'm getting at. I'm like something, and I always felt like something went wrong. Like I can't say personally. Hell, I mean, it could have been something personally. It could have been like something within my subconscious, and I'm not, I'm ignoring it or something. But I've been trying to meditate on that and try to understand what it is. That's only a personal level. Off the personal notes, um, yeah, I really think we should all come together and do stuff. I, I think we should at least start small. I mean, really, I actually don't think we should start small at all because the more we push ourselves to do something, the better. It's just like babying ourselves. I don't want us to baby ourselves anymore. I feel like we've done that too much. Like we're like, oh well, we'll do this a little bit of here, and I know a lot of people can't do much, but I think we should really strive. Why would we like baby ourselves? Like we're not young anymore. Rather you are young or old or whatever, we should take full responsibility for our actions and all this stuff. Like, oh yeah, I can donate to charity every now and then. That's great. I can donate to churches. I can do all this stuff. That's good, and that's a good cause. Not saying it's not bad. I'm not saying that it's too small, because some people like don't donate like thousands and all that stuff, and that's great. I'm saying we could do better. I'm saying that it's small in comparison of what we can do. Like, yes, donations can, help, thousands of kids and, all this stuff and more technology. Yes, it can. But if we all work together, we can do that and I don't want to curse on my thing. I think I have, though. We can do a crap ton. Like, if we already build, like, buildings and stuff, like, even places and even more, like, there's people thinking outside the box and like coming up with these weird, crazy things, like the 2045 thing. That's outside the box. Like, man, if you actually heard what they're talking about, like, it's so strange. Like, maybe it's just me on a personal level and getting emotional about it, but it's so strange that like how we could think as human beings and like have these functionalities, but we're not aware of it. Like, I don't think a lot of people are aware of what they can do, and it's like we're sleeping, like we're in a sleeping mode in our heads, and we're just going about like normal lives and being so blind to stuff because of ignorance. I don't want to crush anyone's toes, but like in a sense, yeah, because we're so caught up with cell phones and computers and all that stuff is like pretty much. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's very useful, and my battery's about to die. It's very useful, except for we're not using it to the fullest that we should or could. Because right now we'd be calling people, hey, we should go meet up, this day or something, and really help out the community. Like, there's so many. Like, I keep saying to myself, God, this place that I live in right now is boring. But I'm like, if maybe a lot of people, I can gather a lot of people together, maybe we can make this thing actually worth, you know, an actual place. And plus, by gathering a lot of people, then I would know more people. And I'm like, hey, I didn't know you existed here. I didn't know you made music. I didn't know you drew a lot of crazy things. And it's like, we live together, like on the same planet. I mean, we just gotta walk around like, I don't know. It's crazy to think outside the box and then understand that we all live on the same place. And you ever heard the phrase small world? Small world, because like they're like, oh, didn't I see you in China? What? For real? Or something. It's like, wow, small world. Yes. It, just as much as that connects, and it's so weird. We're all here. I don't know. I feel like I went on a philosophical rant and it got real personal. But I kind of want to hear your opinions, and I really think, because I know I'm going to try to find some way to do something. So even off my personal levels of stuff that I want to do versus music and studios and all that stuff, I'm going to try to see what I can do. And I'm probably going to contact Markiplier to also offer some sort of help. I'm probably going to get into their community. I think it's called Markiplier's Heroes or something like that. I think it's on Facebook or something. And it's actually a community of people, I think 9 million, and they talk. So you might have to look into that. I'm not very sure because I'm not a part of it. I remember him talking about it, and I remember hearing other people talk about it too, like around the world. Well, not around the world, but at least around town and different towns. Like, I was in college one day and I overheard people talking about Markiplier. I was like, this is so strange. Like, at first you see this guy and then you actually see what's going on around. Just like listen to some famous rapper and it's like, oh yeah, he's pretty cool and I like it. And then next thing you know, everybody is talking about it. It's like, wait, what's going on? I don't know. It's strange, but I think it's time we actually started acting like adults and human beings and really taking consideration that we should do something. And I'm not saying the people who are doing something, because there's a lot of people. There's companies actually trying to reach out to people, and they should really actually communicate with everybody. Like, they should have that in schools all the time. College schools, they should have all that stuff everywhere, all the time. Because people need to really reach out to their community all the time. And I really need to make a song like that. Note to self, on this day. I can't read it because I have a message. August 10th, I'm gonna assume. I need to make a song called Reaching Out or something. I don't know. Not gonna say that it's gonna be a thing. Who knows? Who knows? I can always do it right now, but whatever. But I'm gonna wrap this up. Ooh, I thought I was press something. I'm gonna wrap this up. I figured if I made a longer one, it would kind of make up for all the days that I missed. So this is why I'm doing that. But I get it too. So long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I also like it when y'all sing along with it. I've heard a couple people say they sung along. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's like an old childhood thing. Well, I'll see you guys later. Bye.